We're excited to be here on behalf of ILMX Lab, Lucasfilm's immersive entertainment studio, to talk about Vader Immortal, Episode 2.
Yeah, the latest episode of this groundbreaking VR series picks up right where the previous one left off, with Darth Vader teaching you the Force. One of virtual reality's greatest strengths is the power of presence, the ability to be transported into different worlds and to connect firsthand with characters you've previously only seen on the screen, to make the transition from storytelling to story living. At its core, Vader Immortal explores one central question: what would it be like for you to be the hero of a Star Wars adventure, and for you to find out firsthand Darth Vader's mysterious plans?
Episode 1 transported you to Mustafar, and it told a new story about an unexplored period in Darth Vader's life. As that story unfolded, you discovered your own lineage, how that tied into Vader's plans, plus you trained with a lightsaber in both the episode and the action-packed lightsaber dojo.
In Episode 2, you'll get to explore beneath Vader's castle. You'll get to use the Force, and there will be some incredible plot twists along the way. For a project this ambitious, we knew it would be important to collaborate with the right creative partners. The series brings together Maya Rudolph, who voices Zoe 3, and award-winning writer David S. Goyer, in addition to our incredible team of digital artists, producers, engineers, and designers.
In developing Vader Immortal Episode 2, we wanted to build upon the foundation set in our first installment from both a story and an interactive perspective. In this episode, you're going to discover more about your connection to Mustafar and the mysterious Black Bishop as you traverse the ancient Corvaxian fortress. New creatures, like the Dark Guest, lie in wait below the planet's surface. She's gigantic, she's mad, and she's hungry.
You'll gain a powerful weapon, the Proto-Saber. The unique hilt you see was designed by our teams at Lucasfilm, and is an ancient relic that plays a central role in the story.
In addition to the narrative experience, we also created Lightsaber Dojo 2. This new dojo allows you to hone your skills with a lightsaber and unleash the power of the Force on your opponents. We're super excited about the new mechanics in the latest dojo. Using only a single button, you will use the Force to stun, pick up, and fling your opponents across the arena. You can even attack enemies from a distance by straight up throwing your lightsaber at them, which is super awesome.
There's genuinely nothing like using the Force in virtual reality. Now, when we were here last year, we showed you the first trailer for Episode 1. Today, we are delighted to debut the launch trailer for Vader Immortal Episode 2. Let's check it out.
The Force is more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Follow me, and I will instruct you in its ways. You will need the Force if you are to survive the path ahead. Your anger makes you stronger.
Incredible, Captain! How are you doing that?
You can unlock the secrets of life and death. Defend yourself. Impressive.
Catch me up. I don't understand why you never mentioned that you had the Force.
Don't move.
That's right. Vader Immortal Episode 2 is available right now on the Oculus Store for Quest and Rift. So, Quest has had a terrific few months, but PC is still the place for the highest fidelity VR games. The launch of Rift S earlier this year continues that legacy. Rift S combines convenience with the raw power of PC. We launched Rift S to bring more people into VR, and we're excited to see that it's actually working. More than 60% of people activating Rift S are completely new to Oculus. The state of the art for high-fidelity gaming continues to evolve. With the unrivaled power of PC and the Rift platform, gamers can look forward to two of the biggest VR games yet, Asgard's Wrath and Stormland. These are incredible titles that show that VR is now home to gorgeous, full-length games that have all the richness and depth that you'd expect from blockbusters on any other platform. For RPG fans wanting a VR fantasy game to sink their teeth into, Asgard's Wrath offers more than 40 hours of gameplay, and even more if you're a completionist. And Stormland, it offers near endless replayability thanks to its co-op gameplay mechanics and its ever-changing world. We're pleased to announce that Asgard's Wrath and Stormland are launching this fall, and they are available for pre-order right now. And everyone here, you're getting these games for free. And if you can't wait until launch to play them, they're on the show floor. Wanted to end on something special. Yeah. Sometimes an opportunity to work on a remarkable project comes along. And 2 years ago, we announced a partnership between Oculus Studios and Respawn, creators of the hit games Titanfall, Apex Legends, and the upcoming Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. The team at Respawn has been hard at work, leaning into the creative potential of VR to make an amazing game, one that simultaneously leaps into the future, but also takes Respawn back to its roots. Today, they're ready to reveal what it is. Not only does it push the action genre in VR forward, but it is a humbling example of what VR can do for games, for players, and the way we look back on history itself. Take a look.
With Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, I think we're finally able to fully realize that vision from 20 years ago of putting you in the boots, allow you to see through the eyes of someone who was actually there. And that's been the most exciting and fulfilling part of the project.
There's no moment in this game where like you're just relaxed, right? You're in a war zone.
You are a member of the OSS, the Office of Strategic Services. That allows us to tell a story where the player gets to go to all these incredible places.
VR adds such another level to it just because people want to naturally interact with things how they do in the real world.
Whether you're inside a Sherman tank or at an airfield or sneaking into a Nazi subbase, the level of immersion is unprecedented.
Through the power of VR, you're climbing a wall, you're pulling out your gun, you're catching a grenade in midair and throwing it back. Those are all things that you end up doing yourself.
It's exciting and it's terrifying and it's fun and it's cool kind of helping create these experiences for people.
We are making a game about the reality of World War II. So for us, the authenticity was everything.
When you put that headset on, you feel like you're back in World War II era Europe.
It's a very surreal experience to be there without being there.
You're not watching history on a flat screen. You're experiencing history with your own eyes.
We have the opportunity to sit down and interview combat veterans from World War II.
It's very emotional and it's very inspiring. And that's what draws us to dive deep for our characters.
And putting you as the player on an adventure that spans some of the biggest moments of the war.
Medal of Honor franchise immediately gives us something more intimate, more cinematic.
Games are at their best when they're immersive, and we're finding all sorts of little things you can't do in traditional games.
Having the backing of Respawn and Oculus gives us the ability to push those boundaries in ways that it hasn't been pushed before.
When you see someone play it, when they just kind of lose themselves into the game, it's been pretty impressive.
If the game we're making ignites people's imaginations and illuminates the world, then we've accomplished what we set out to do.